Good morning, live with birds from the woods. I'm Bradley Charbonneau, and this is the Every Single Day podcast. I'm out and about with Pepper, and oh, there was a woodpecker. Maybe we'll hear it again. Hey, I want to get an action step in here, and it has to do with every single day. Duh, that's why I'm on the Every Single Day podcast here. But it's about getting the content out. And I'm talking about either book titles or subtitles, which I really enjoy, or even a post title. So we're just talking about a short piece of content, a line or two maybe, and getting that out. Now, here's the thing. I'm back to Hemingway. I'm back to 95 pages of crap to get to the five good ones. And we need to crank this out. So here are three steps to get your book title or book subtitle out of you and into the world. Ready? Here we go. One, two, three. Number one is brain dump. Just go. Just write down minimum 10. And it's going to be, you might get stuck a little bit, but at some point you'll hit a bit of a flow and then you'll start cranking them out. So minimum 10, I like more, or 20 or 30. And you'll see if you get a little stuck, it's okay. Just, take a breath or look away but I don't want to spend 30 minutes of doing this. This is more, it might take 5 minutes. Okay. So to get 10 out. Now think about your book title. If you don't have a book title, then just start writing headlines of, I don't know, a big idea you had recently or an idea for a project. Fine, whatever it is, it's just an exercise to show you how to get this done. Okay, so what we just did, or what we're doing right now, is we're writing minimum 10 book title, article title, whatever you want to call it. If you already have a title, let's work on the subtitle. I really like subtitles because it's just my style, but I usually have sort of a one word big, bold word title, and then I use a subtitle to explain it all. Okay, so that's it. Number one is crank it out. No editing, no looking back. If you're on a computer, no backspacing, no fixing. If you're with pen and paper, no crossing out, no erasing, no scribbling. Get it out, 1 through 10. Boom. Okay, so take a few minutes for that. You can pause this if you want, if you're doing this live. Number two. And number two and three can kind of be, you can switch around the order if you like. I like number two because number two for me is a version of number three. Number two, and this one's painful. You ready for pain? Number two is, and if you're embarrassed or you're on a bus or in a metro or somewhere public, number two is read them aloud. Okay, read it out loud. Now, you can read it slowly, you can read it fast, you can read it with, gusto, you can read it as if you're a radio announcer, but read them. And you will quickly feel in your gut whether or not these are working. Okay? So that's it. Read it out loud. And you can read them slowly, but read them all. Read them one by one and don't edit yet. Just read sort of, here's number one, here's number two, and here's number three, and here comes number four. Right? So just play around with that, but read them aloud. Hear yourself say the words. Try to be sort of an objective listener and read them out. So this leads to number three, which is editing. Now, the reason I said number two could be a version of number three is, for me, reading it out loud is a version of editing. That's how I like to edit my own work, because I hear it out loud. I'm going to call for Pepper. Pepper, you hear it out loud, and in a way like you're hearing the writer speak the words with the editor's ears. So, and this is why I say you can do the second as well if you're more of an editor type or not so oral or audible or audio, then you can edit and then read it out loud later. So it's called number three, editing. And number three, then we are going to then go back and change. Now, sometimes I don't even like to change the originals. I like to keep, you want to work on number three. Ooh, number three could be better. I like to keep number three there and just make it number 11. So the new version of three is 11, right? And so we're going to work on what we have, but leave the ones we have, because sometimes you just find a gem in there. In fact, I just did this exercise with the subtitle for my entire series of Repossible, and this is how I got to Who Will You Be Next? And this was after I must have written 30 or 40 subtitles. I went on Facebook. I had dozens of comments back and forth. And what happened was that people were asking me, Well, what is it, Bradley? What do you really mean? What is Repossible? What does it mean to you? What does it mean to me? And I really had to dig down and get down and dirty. So that's how it happened. And then the crazy thing is that who will you be next? I found that in my own notes from some previous work on the topic or some related topic, and I had used it before, and I had completely forgotten about it. And here it was popping back up, and it was one of those moments. These don't happen all that often. One of those moments. Oh, that's it. That's it. Really, like, quick breath in. Oh, that's it. I got it. And I got it. And I had it. And that was it. And it is it. It's the one. Repossible. Who will you be next? So that's that. That's a quick exercise on book titles with the crank it out process, read it out loud, and then edit. And remember, don't cross out, but just add more. And there you go. That can be used for anything: book titles, subject titles, email, post titles, whatever works. But it's you got to do it. Pepper's going after this giant bird. That's how it works. I don't know of another way. There's another option where you just think back, relax, like have a margarita on the sands in your hammock in Tahiti, and it magically comes to you. That hasn't really worked out for me well. Of course, I'm not in Tahiti. I don't have a hammock, and I don't have a margarita. So if I had all those three things, that might work for me. But this is the way that works really well. If you don't have above mentioned paraphernalia. All right. That was it for today. This is Bradley Charbonneau of the Every Single Day podcast because I am creating every single day. And if you want to hear more about the Repossible series, you can go to series.repossible.com and you will see that tagline in plain sight in use for the subtitle of the entire series, Who Will You Be Next? And I see it because, here, I'll give a quick explanation on how that came. That came because I transformed myself about 7 years ago from a person who was depressed and not happy with what I was doing or where I was or the work I was doing, the meaning I had in my life and what I was nothing really. I wasn't happy about a whole lot. And I managed to change it. And the thing is that I've come to realize is that it doesn't mean I'm going to change myself forever. And I am now this person and I will never again change. It's like I'm going to live in this house and I'm never going to move again. No, I'm this person now, and that's who I am for now, and we'll see. It's good. Life's good. I want it to be like this now. Great. But I managed to change it, and I don't want to use the word short term solution, but it doesn't have to be a permanent, forever, set in stone mountain of a decision. I want to now be a baker. Great. Go be a baker. And that's a very simplified view of Repossible. Although, as you well know, if you're not a baker and you want to be a baker, you probably have things that are not allowing you to be a baker. So there's my point. Okay, back to titles. Go create at least 10 of them. I'd love to hear your feedback. You can come find me at series.repossible.com or repossible.com. Or if you can spell my last name, Charbonneau, you can find me anywhere, Bradley Charbonneau. And I want to hear about how your 10 titles go. Okay, this is Every Single Day podcast. Thanks for showing up. Bye.